Hello Internet, welcome back to more of our Apartment Rat series. Now, in between episodes, I ate, I drank, and I gathered more water, and then I set up this jerry can with a funnel to catch the rain, which I think will save us from having to constantly melt toilet water. And of course, it will give us a big vat of water for cleaning gear as necessary. Deal with this guy, I really don't like zombies running around in the area of my home. We are wearing rain gear so we can work outside. We're going to continue replacing these quarter panels with boards. We also should take out these panes and replace them with boards so that we can have a closed-in rear entry where we can sleep in here safely as we travel around. So we're going to go ahead and continue removing quarter panels until we get starving and whatnot. Oh, and the thunder still is freaking out. Yeah, I was going to record an experimental Cataclysm episode today. Unfortunately, oh, those are boards. Okay, so we'll take out the windshields. Unfortunately, there just haven't been that many game updates in the last week. Most of what's gone up is bug fixes. And if I'm being honest, there is still a ton of other issues. Bugs. There are tons of other bugs that currently exist in the game that need to be worked on. So I kind of think the pretty much in all the future updates over the next week or so are probably going to just be bug fixes. I mean, there are people who are working on projects. Obviously, they're working all the time to make Cataclysm a better game. But I think right now some attention is going to be diverted to fixing some of the more glaring issues. That's a very loud truck that just drove by my house. Because there are things like someone has already attempted to fix the burn times for wood, but there are still many issues like we saw with the cutting trees down is too fast. Are we out? Why do we not have materials for boards? We have all this stuff, all this sheet metal. Why can't we? Oh, we're out of... because we're out of charges. Man, we didn't get very much on here before we ran out of charges. So we're going to make a priority of hooking up. You know what? We're going to go... God, man. We're going to have to build a telescopic crane because we're going to want to put solar panels and storage batteries in this basically immediately. So we're going to unload the makeshift welder and we're going to swap it. I think this... Where's the batteries? This pile. We want to swap it for a medium battery with charge because we need to reload the welder because we need a way to recharge these batteries or else we're not going to have enough charge to actually complete our vehicle. So right now, we should go back upstairs, grab the recharging station that we crafted in quite a few episodes ago now, actually. And we will look to install that straight away. Yes, we will carry this downstairs because it's quite big. Quite a big thing, which is fine. You know what? I think we can afford to put this in the front here in lieu of this basket. Or do we want it in the back? I mean, we have plenty of space in the back, but I'm never going to use that basket, so I think we will put it where the box is here. Because there's really nothing that I would keep up front. So we will install the... why can't I install this? Charge. That says wheelchair. That's not what we're looking for. Charging? Why? External cargo rack. Charge. Why can't I install this? Drop. Maybe because we're wielding it? Install. Let's go to one where there's only a frame. Install. Why can't I install a charging station? Recharging. A universal recharging station designed to operate on vehicle power. While on, it will steadily charge all rechargeable batteries. Placed directly in storage space. System can only be installed onto existing storage compartments and is controlled from a dashboard. Okay, so it looks like we need to install it on a cargo space. Yes, okay. We don't want to do that. We want to install a cargo space up here because, again, this is useless space that we're never going to use for anything else. Okay. And then we will try to squeeze this in before it gets dark. Oh, that's right. If you start before it gets dark, it will let you finish. Okay, so we have the recharging station. We're very thirsty. We're peckish. And it's nighttime, which means we're not going to be removing. So there's a vehicle right here that has intact storage batteries and one solar panel. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this apart, what little we can here, and we're going to place it over here so that we can start getting a little bit of power to this vehicle so we can start recharging batteries. Because again, we're using a lot of charges out of this welder and we only have one more battery in backup, so we really can't afford to let that go without recharging it. It's nighttime. Can we craft anything while we're here? We could make the telescopic crane. Okay, well, let's put together, let's start a fire first. Okay, crane. No, why? Let's look at under the hood. Storage battery, storage batteries, vehicle controls, folding bicycle. That's cool. I don't know why that would be in a book about cars, but okay. Telescopic cantilever. That's what we're looking for, not a crane. That's my mistake. Telescopic cantilever, 8 pipes, 8 wires. A little bit of an issue because we don't have pipes or wires. Pipes we can get from this building, although it is a little bit of a hassle. Wires, we're probably going to need to head out. Can we make wire? Wire. Yeah, pretty easily, but it does take forged charges, and it's not really worth it. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to swap our rain gear for... no. Let's drop the rain gear, and we will put back on our... Ooh, where's our helmet? Did we drop our helmet when I wasn't thinking? Okay, wear the helmet. And I thought there was something else we took off. I think we just threw the slicker on over top of our clothing. So for now, we're going to drop bottle jack, the welder, the mask, and the under the hood. We will wield the quarterstaff. We will... We should eat and drink something before we leave. Anything perishable, 3 weeks, 1 week, 6 days on the pesto. We eat some more pesto. It's kind of gross to just eat raw, what I assume is like a condiment, basically. Okay, so we should be good on that. Do we just head out? I think we do. Quarterstaff is in good shape. I think smashing with it will be just fine. And we will, of course, wear the amp goggles so that we have a better vision radius. And we're going to head out and gather some wires because I think there's a chain link fence just down the block here. Yeah, so if we look at this vehicle, you'll see it has some storage batteries already installed. It doesn't have the storage battery holder things, but that's okay. And then we have one functional solar panel, which we can repair. We can't repair because our mechanics is not high enough, but we'll get there. And it's not a super big concern. Right now, we just need any panels we can get our hands on. So I thought there was a wire fence right here. Looks like there aren't. I think these give pipes, though. They do not. What is this exactly? Railing. I assumed it was a pipe railing. It's not. Fire truck we don't really care about. I feel like there was a fence right... Ah, there we go. So we're going to smash this to pieces for pipes and wire. Of course, the stamina will continue to be an issue. We'll going to wait until we regain our breath. Getting super tired of that. I feel like when you're smashing things, your character should automatically take breaks because that's what a human being would do. They wouldn't just smash things to the point that they're exhausted. So that's something that really irks me. Kind of really want these pipes. You know what? We can just haul it all back. Let's see how many pipes. Quite a few pipes. We'll go. You know what? Since we're doing it, we might as well make a big trip and get as much as we can. What is this? Oh, it's a sewer. Yeah, we kind of don't want to be here on account of some of the zombies that spawn in that area. It's going to be slow going, hauling everything back to base. I don't think hauling works with the auto move function. We can give that a try, because why not? Yeah, let's stop. Oh, it totally does work. Okay. We are going to stop, though, because of the potential running into zombies. So we'll walk until we get out of sight of them, and then we should be able to move quickly back to the base. Kind of looks like they were following me there for a minute, which spooked me, but yes. Still recording in this other room, you know, trying to spend a little bit more time over the weekend here to record, trying to get as much content as I can. Oh, that's bad, because we just are going to pick up a lot of random crap. You have reached your destination. We're no longer hauling. Is this the pile of stuff? Okay, well, that's weird. That's fine. Haul this back into base. I guess we'll take this upstairs. Is there anything we would want here for vehicle construction? Not really. Okay, so we'll take this all upstairs. I don't think we'd ever use aluminum ingots, but there's really no harm in taking them with us. Yeah, recording in a different room. You know, the weather's a lot nicer today. It was pretty warm earlier, but then it poured and poured rain, just buckets of rain from the sky. And of course, it chose the moment that I had to go out of my house to the dollar store to just pound me with rain. So that was a lot of fun. My clothes are definitely soaked pretty through. But thankfully, the rain has cut down a little bit on the actual temperature, although it made the humidity much worse, in my opinion, and is pretty freaking miserable. But hopefully it will be cooler this evening. I want to record as much as I can. I think today, I don't know what I'm going to play, but I'm going to pick a non-Cataclysm game, and I'm going to record many episodes of it, as many as I can today, just because I want to play something else. I love Cataclysm to death, but I also love other games and would like to play some other games for the channel. So we're going to make this cantilever, and then we're going to install that on a single tile vehicle. This will function as a crane. It will allow us to lift the storage batteries if we need to change an engine out at some point. Like I said in a previous episode, I kind of think maybe I would like a stronger engine in the truck out there, but you know, this is required for lifting, so we will make the cantilever. We will use some of this scrap metal we have. Hate that it requires more charges from my welder, but that's okay, I guess. Little concerned about how many charges we're using from the welder, but I think we'll be okay. Gonna grab the cantilever. There's that mechanical pump that pissed me off in the last episode. We're not going to speak of that. Gonna head down here. We could put this on here in lieu of the basket and have it be on what's the word, casters, but we really don't care about that, so I think we will probably just create it on a flat frame of a vehicle and then just drag it around. It really doesn't need wheels on it. Used to be you could start vehicle construction in the dark. Okay, you can't now, that's fine. So we will address that come morning when the sun comes up. I think we just go upstairs and read, because I don't think there's much else that we can really do without the daylight. We could start a fire or something out there in order to get enough light to work by, but that would be a beacon for anything in the area. And even though there's really nothing in the area, I don't feel safe really doing that. And then again, the amp goggles don't work for whatever reason. They don't count as a light source. Again, probably for coding reasons, it probably isn't easy to do that. because most things in the game that register as light or all things that are in the game that count as a light source probably produce light around the character, which the amp goggles don't. So it doesn't matter. Anyway, let's stop this. Why don't we? Yeah, I mean, we're not super far into the episode. Why don't we pull out our questionnator? In case you missed the last episode, this is a stupid little program I wrote to give me questions. What do you take for granted? I guess my family would be my knee-jerk answer. I live with family. I have lived with family for a while now. I haven't really been able to figure out how to be an adult, how to live on my own, how to take care of myself. And so I've lived with my family for the last several years, and I'm 31, so it's definitely time for me to kind of move on and be my own man. I just feel like I'm incapable of doing so, despite the fact that I'm an intelligent man. I just feel like I can't handle very much, and I'm very worried that I would move on my own and end up not necessarily getting in trouble again, but living a not good life, which would really have a pretty strong negative impact on my mental health. And so I'm a little nervous to try and live on my own. We're going to sleep. I know it's daylight. You know what? We're not going to sleep. We're going to go work on the vehicle, because otherwise we're just going to wake up and it'll be nighttime and we're not going to be able to work. So what did we need to do? We needed to make the cantilevers so that we can pull the storage panels and whatnot off of this vehicle. So we will start a vehicle construction. Right here's fine. We'll call this the crane. Then we will install the telescopic crane. I mean, apparently you can just throw a wheel on it and that'll count, but we're not going to do that. Telescopic crane. Okay. And then we are going to drag the crane over to this vehicle. We are going to harvest the solar panels first, because they are the biggest priority. No, not install. Remove the solar panel. Actually, I don't think we needed the crane for that. We will for the storage battery. Going to grab the solar panel, and we're going to... Oh, do these have roofs on them? They don't have roofs on them. This has a roof on it. Don't you need a roof in order to install the solar panel? You can't install the solar panel over a cargo space? Oh, you can. Why didn't it? Whatever. Will slowly recharge the vehicle. Do we need a roof first? Needs sheet metal, and we don't have our welder on us. Can we install... So this one has a roof and a cargo space. Oh, but it has the recharging. Can we install... So, okay. I think we need a roof in order for this to be closed off from the light. I'm not 100% on that, to prevent us from getting rained on while we're sleeping. And I don't know if you need a... We're going to go up and get... We're going to get our welder and stuff. Should have thought this through before I went out to vehicle. To construct our vehicle. Welder would be down here. Nope, that's not how you spell that. Welder. Okay. And the PBA mask. Yeah, so I think I kind of take my family for granted. I try my best to pay for everything myself. You know, I buy a lot of my own food. Most of my own food, I would say. I buy, I pay for the car. I, give them money when I'm able to just for living here, even though I basically live in a very small room that's not really worth a lot of money rent-wise, but still, I give money to the family. And it's like I try my best. The problem is I just feel like I'm not... I just feel weak. I kind of feel weak and pathetic, like I should be further along in my life than I am, and I know that that's not fair. Everybody always tells me it's crazy. You were incarcerated, you did a lot of time on parole, you're not really set up to be successful. Most people spend their 20s drinking and going to college and whoring around, and then they figure stuff out in their mid-20s, and then by the time they're my age, a lot of them have their shit together. I missed all of that. I didn't get to do most of those things. I spent most of my life dealing with the consequences of my actions, which is fine. I believe that that's part of being an adult, is knowing. Why can't we install this? Tool with lifting. Oh, we need the crane. I'm fine with owning up to consequences, of my actions. I believe that that's part of being an adult. I haven't had a chance to figure things out. Why? I have a tool with lifting. It's literally right next to me. Telescopic crane. It's right here. Maybe I was out of sight of it. I don't understand. Maybe it's the position. Maybe if we put it where we're standing. No, we can't even put it there. Okay, so we can put it. So I don't understand. It's literally right here. Why are you doing this to me, game? God, that's so irritating. Because we really don't want them on the edges of our vehicle. We want them in the interior where they're going to be safe. I literally can't make it any closer than this because you can't pull it into the vehicle. I don't know. We could install the crane into the vehicle, but I don't want to do that either. Can we put it here? We'll just put it here. Okay, fine. Just stop being a prick, Cataclysm. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to go grab all the medium batteries from upstairs, and we're going to come throw them in the recharging station. Since we put the storage battery in there, there's plenty of charge in the vehicle for running, and also for recharging the existing batteries. And of course, there is another medium battery. And we'll bring all of them down and keep them there for welding reasons, because that's where we will be doing most of our work. And then I think we'll call the episode because time is slipping away from me a little bit. A little frustrated I couldn't put that where I wanted to. So we will drop these here, and then we will activate. We will control from the. It said from the dashboard, right? You let go of the controls. What do you mean it fails to start? I just fixed this engine. Okay, it starts up. So how do we control vehicle? Turn on recharger. Stop driving. And can we do that without starting the engine? We can. Okay, so these should gradually be charging over time. In fact, kind of surprised how quick, because that was at 0, wasn't it? Let's just wait a few turns here and check again. Oh wow, they charge really fast. Okay, so that's pretty great. And that storage battery should hold up pretty well. Let's wait for 5 minutes. Yeah, they charge crazy fast. And this is barely draining at all. That's excellent. That is excellent. So now we've secured our battery recharging. Honestly, we did level up. I think that we had enough to make the welding rig now. No, because it required electronics 7 and we got fab 7. Well, regardless, we kind of got what we were looking for. We got this vehicle set up to recharge batteries, which is a huge step. We will continue making fixing the actual rear of the vehicle. In fact, next time, instead of just kind of rambling like an idiot, maybe I'll tell you a story from my life. Something interesting instead of just kind of talking about how pathetic I am as a human being and then how I can't function as an adult. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, maybe consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. They all help me out quite a lot. And honestly, they give me the warm fuzzies. And that's a great feeling. So thanks for being here, and I'll be back with more Cataclysm in the near future.